Hello, happy Sunday. I am trying this record feature for the first time. We're having a rainy day over here, a gloomy day. Hopefully, you can't hear that airplane taking off, but um, a few people had to cancel today. A few people are having tech issues, and we did talk with Ashley a little bit today for our Sunday circle, joined by her two kids. We discussed a talent show, very serious business. But since our schedules are not aligning this week, I wanted to come on here and record a little something for anyone to use throughout your week. I thought me and you in the future, I would do like a guided little breathwork meditation thing. And I had some journaling prompts that I did in my creative circle a couple weeks ago. And I've still been thinking about them. So I wanted to share that with you in case you'd like to journal on them too. So assuming you're watching this recorded, I don't see anyone else in the room. Get comfy, find a comfortable place, close the door so you can have some privacy. Talking to the moms in here. And when you're ready, begin to close down your eyes. Take a long, slow, deep breath in through your nose. And an open mouth, exhale, release. Begin to let go of your day, just for about 5 or 10 minutes here. And turn your attention inward. Start to notice your breath. Take another long, slow, deep breath in through your nose. Hold it at the top just for a moment. Open your mouth, exhale, release. See if you can let something go. See if you can soften your body a little bit. Together, let's take another deep breath in. Fill the belly, fill the chest. Expand your lungs, front, back, side to side. Feeling the stretch in the ribs. Hold it at the top there for a moment. And again, open your mouth, exhale, sigh, and release. Again, letting something go. Finding an area of your body to soften. Checking in with your jaw, with your forehead, with your neck, your shoulders. See if you're clenching anything in your arms, in your legs, in your feet. And keep breathing, deep breaths if you want to, but even with your natural breath, with every exhale, see if you can soften into the surface that you're seated on, into the floor below you. And turn your awareness towards the gentle rise and fall of your chest as you breathe, of your belly as you breathe. See if you can feel your heart beating in your chest. Notice the sensation of the fabric that's on your clothes. Feel your clothes touching your skin. Feel the surface that you're seated on or lying on. Feel that touching your body. And then notice the state of your mind. Notice if your thoughts are swirling around, and maybe they are if you're in the middle of your day. Notice how your body feels today. Checking in with yourself. From here we're breathing, we're looking at the body, paying attention to the body to get out of our heads and into our bodies, just for a moment here. Notice how you are feeling. Ask yourself, how are you feeling? And see if you can pick a word to describe that. See if you can find an area in your body that you feel that. It might be subtle, but where in your body do you feel that feeling? Maybe it's in your throat, in your chest, in your stomach. Maybe it's in the tension of your muscles. Maybe it's somewhere else. If you're able to name that feeling and identify where it is, see if you can rate that on a scale of 1 to 10. 10 being the most extreme version of that feeling, and 1 being almost not at all. And just acknowledge that it's there without any need to change it. It is okay to feel exactly as you're feeling right now. You are safe to feel exactly as you feel right now. You are safe to be exactly where you are in this moment. You're sending yourself these positive affirmations, this positive self-talk. You don't need to change anything about yourself right here and right now. We're just here witnessing. We're just here noticing. Take another long, slow, deep breath in. Hold it at the top. Exhale, release. And if your eyes are closed, begin to gently blink your eyes open. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, maybe roll out your wrists, roll your ankles, roll your shoulders up, back, and down. And take another deep breath in. Coming a little bit out of the body now and back into this present moment here in the computer, in your screen. And pause this if you're watching it recorded. If you want to take a minute, if you want to stay in whatever place you went to right now, feel free to do that too. But when you're ready, I wanted to share these journal prompts with you. A couple weeks ago, I was in my weekly creative collective, my creative group. It's basically this led by a person who is a creative hype woman and helps us find ways to continue with our creative practice even while life is lifing. And that week we talked about doing an energy audit every now and then to see where we're expending our energy, where our energy is filled up, and where energy is drained. And so go ahead and grab a piece of paper, a notebook, if you like to type these things. I personally like writing pen to paper because I write a lot on pen and paper. I find that I can access my intuition or my subconscious or something just a little bit deeper in there. But if you like to type, no judgment. Do whatever feels right for you. The first question asks, this year, what has given you energy? What has lit you up? What have you done where you left doing that thing and you just felt charged up, ready to go, alive? You felt like that filled my cup. Just bullet point list. In the circle that I was in, she asked us this year, but if you wanted to do this week or this month or even today, whatever feels most accessible to you right now. I wrote, I'll give you some examples of what I wrote. We moved to a different house in a quiet neighborhood. Things that fill me up this entire year in general is having nights in my hammock. I do reading most nights either in my bed or in the hammock. Having mornings with my partner, drinking latte or having a hot beverage. I have a sunset ritual where I either run or walk to the beach and watch the sunset. I've been doing regular FaceTime with my friends. I go to the river once every week or two. We host a friend dinner or a friend picada, we call it, like a snack bar. Let's see. My practice, I've been playing with watercolors more. I love reading. I've been doing a asynchronous book club with a friend. So those are some of my examples. But just write down bullet points. If you want to write longer than bullet points, do whatever you want. This is your practice. This year, what has given you energy? And because no one is here live, I'm going to tell you to pause that and keep writing if you want. And I'm going to go to the next prompt. What has taken away your energy this year? What has drained you? What do you do? And you're like, oh, I need to recuperate. I need to rest. I need to reset. I to need to recharge. And my things were one of my job contracts, having to have hard conversations, not having easy access to like mountain hiking. I don't have a car right now, I have a motorcycle, and it takes my energy figuring out how to get to nature to go hiking. I used to hike every single week with my dog, and now I have different access to different kinds of nature. Stressing, putting expectations on myself about due dates for things that could be open-ended, putting expectations on myself that no one else is, silently in my own head, to finish this book, finish this project, record this thing. And lastly, surprisingly, I wrote a summer heat. I live in the tropics, and we've been having a heat wave just like much of the northern hemisphere. And I have some health things that make a certain temperature really hard for me to do the things that I want to do. And so, although I love being warm, it does drain me indeed. And there's some other things I won't share right now, but just think of it. Think of what has drained you. Certain people, your job, certain things you have to do. And it doesn't have to be something negative. It can be something that costs you your energy, but you love with your whole heart. So pause this, keep writing if you want to. And then the follow-up question to that is, what's actually draining you? In those things that you listed, what part of what you listed drains you? Like, for example, I wrote that coordinating mountains and do some hiking. What drains me is like I have this attachment to being able to get in my car and go wherever I want hiking. And I live a different life now. I have decided it feels draining for me to figure out this, rent the thing, get the colectivo to go here, you know? Like the planning of it, I'm allowing that to drain me. And it's possible that that could be different in the future, right? Or certain hard conversations. I might have preconceived notions, thoughts in my head that I'm not sharing, I'm not feeling fully expressed. And is it really on that other person? Is the other person I'm talking with having a hard conversation draining me, or is it the things I keep inside my head? You know, like a little bit of nuance to uh, what part of that thing that you say drains you actually drains you. And it could be draining you and you love it and it is worth it, or it could be something that you're just noticing now drains you, and maybe there's a way to edit your life so that we don't have to have that draining thing anymore. So pause this, free write, look at the list that you just wrote in the previous question, and see if you can break it down a little bit. What part of those things drains you? Next question. What are you spending energy on that does not belong to the life you want? So a lot of us, if not all of us, have a life that we dream of. And maybe in our current life, we have a lot of the life that we wish to have, but there's little pieces that we're still striving for. We're still trying to find our way to how to have that dream life, the vision, the goal, the whatever it is. What ways are you living your life now? In what ways are you living your life now that you don't want to in this predetermined future point that you have, in this goal, in this vision, in your 5-year plan, in your 1-year plan, in your 1-week plan? What are you doing now that you absolutely don't want to take with you to your future self? What I wrote, let's see, I didn't pre-read this, I'm just reading my raw feelings here on camera. I do not want to feel rushed or pressured or on a deadline. I would like to be more in the flow in the work that I do. And I think to myself, there's some things that have to have a deadline, but I put deadlines on things for myself all the time with no reason. I just pick something and I start to pressure myself. And we are dynamic, fluid, cyclical beings. Like if I put a deadline on myself during my luteal phase, right before my period, I'm maybe setting myself up for failure, right? Or to not meet my expectations because I know that week I'm tired, I'm cranky, I need to rest more, I sleep in longer, I need to eat well to feel good before my period starts, you know? So, where are you spending your energy that does not belong to the life that you want? I wrote that sentence that I just shared, and I also have bullet points of things that are draining me that I don't want to continue to do in the future. So pause this, write as long as you need. And last question, similar to the previous one, what needs to change so that your energy can come back to you? For me, I wrote, I need to stop mindlessly pressuring myself. I need to let go of the need to rush, especially on things that have no real deadline. I need to stop stressing about a deadline that I made. What needs to change so that your energy can come back to you? And I didn't write on this, but just thinking out loud here, like for these hard conversations that drained me, I can learn from the hard conversation I had. I can learn from how I reacted, what I thought, what I said, and what the other person said, how they reacted. And I can choose again. Like we can plan to have conversations like that in different ways. We can set a new friendly boundary that feels less draining. So I'll let you sit with that, looking back at your bullet points of the things that take your energy, imagining what could change, what needs to change so that your energy can come back to you. And then also self-care things. And when I say self-care, I don't mean like bubble baths and spas and skincare, although that's delightful and lovely. But self-care is also how we allow ourselves to talk to ourselves in our own mind, is our boundaries, is saying we're going to do something and then doing it so we build self-trust. Not putting huge expectations on ourselves and then being harsh on ourselves when we don't do it. Being reasonable and being kind and compassionate to ourselves always. And self-care expands into other things, which I'm sure you have ideas about too. So what needs to change so that your energy can come back to you? That is the last question. If anyone is watching this recording and they want to share, I'm going to post this on the community page so you guys can see it. And then below in the comments, I'd love, if you feel comfortable, to share any of the answers to these questions, or to sum it up, what you would like to change in this week, in this month, in the goal for the rest of the year. What would you like to change to bring more energy back to yourself? What was draining you that you didn't realize? What lights you up? Can we do more of the things that energize you? For example, I'm an extrovert. I love to be in nature. I love to be with people. I love to gather people around food. I love to be at the beach. Like, those things recharge me. I love to see the sun first thing in the morning, you know? Like, how can I integrate those things into my life more consistently and think about the things that are draining me for no reason, and how can I edit my life? Little tiny baby steps at a time. Again, no pressures that are unneeded, no deadlines that are unneeded. How do we do this in a compassionate way? How do we listen to how we're talking to ourselves and shift that energy? Okay? Well, this is my first time recording something here. And so I feel like I want to interact and talk with you all, but I will do that in the community chat in the page where you'll be watching this video. Feel free to comment something in the comments below. Maybe I'll make a comment first so you guys can reply to that. But Thank you so much for watching. Happy Sunday. I will see you all next week. Bye.